everyone, welcome to the Keith Vaughn channel, Keith Vaughn's Flying Circus. Here we are, early in the morning of October 4, 2025. Many cruisers already out of the motel, getting breakfast. And we're about to head out too. Leaving the America's Value Inn in Vega. Thank you for your hospitality. Everyone was to meet over at the Courthouse in Vega. There we are, with a rollout time of right about 9. A beautiful morning in the Texas Panhandle is we're about to hit the Mother Road, Route 66, heading back east towards Amarillo. All the cruisers lined up, everybody getting fueled up with coffee, and it was kind of a chilly morning. Couple jackets you can see in the crowd. Hell, I had mine on too. Now back on the Mother Road, Route 66, that for a lot of its place in the Panhandle runs right by I-40, just parallel. It's a service road today, but it is the route of the old Route 66. And the first stop of the morning, the Cadillac Ranch. I've been here a number of times. Man, I wonder what's going to happen to these old Cadillacs in the next 50 years. And back on the road we go, heading towards Amarillo. In a very historic spot on Route 66 that many are unfamiliar with. That's the old Helium plant.
Early 20s, they found that the natural gas deposits north of Amarillo.
They were listening to the new owner of this property give some history and what the future is for this location.
Cryogenic process, they would super freeze the natural gas, and helium has such a low freezing point that they could freeze literally everything except for the helium. And so what they would do is everything would turn to a solid, frozen, except for the helium gas, and they would extract that off the top. And that was actually a process that was developed at this site here.
Yeah, at one time, this was the only place where helium was produced. Anywhere. Very, very military, you can tell. The way the buildings are built and laid out. I believe the first one was put down in 1929. And you can only imagine all the work that at one time was going on in these buildings. Right there, man, that's the old sign-in area, right by the big door. And the sink to clean up. Yeah, this place has got a lot of history to it, and the plans for this property are big. Man, they are. I tell you, man, it's going to take a lot to get it to where they want it to be. But they got enthusiasm, and they got a great vision for this location. They're going to start calling it, or they are calling it now, Helium Heights. Yeah, event center location, wedding reception areas, meeting areas, some shops, and a place for travelers on Route 66 to stop to. And some of the old machinery in here is amazing, very steampunk. And a lot of this stuff is going to be left, just cleaned up nicely. That's quite a compressor right there. That's big. I can only imagine how loud that thing is. Or was. Yeah, some of the leftover equipment is fascinating. Check it out. There's where a telephone used to be. Receiver would hang right there. Over the years, vandals did a number on this building. All the copper is gone from this location. And more equipment and gear. Again, all this is going to be saved. Just repurposed. Yeah. Always back in.
Drilling materials and drilling tools for roads, bridges, and buildings on the foundation side of things. So I know how to fix that. We're just gotta generate a little.
All of these meters, measuring instruments of some kind. I was walking along here, and all of a sudden the ground began to shake beneath me. I thought it might be an earthquake. No, I had stepped onto a massive, big, old scale. And it was still kind of in operation. And the exterior of some of the buildings at the Helium plant, Helium Heights. This old building's gonna go away. He says it's in very bad shape. Give you an idea of the amount of power was being used in this facility at one time.
So this is a computer model. We did a laser scan of this entire building, and we can actually, when we walked into this, it was
Yeah, these hoists all over these various buildings. Massive, big old hoists. And the beams to use them.
so once these two rooms are removed, we're actually going to do a balcony around half of it, and this side over here, right in here, and then the reception will be held just through this door that they're going through right there. If you guys want to take a peek in there, we haven't done any cleaning in there yet, so it's still pretty messy, but you can see what basically every building is.
I recognize these desks right away. Military desks. I remember when my dad was in the Air Force. Every office had those desks in them. I've got one right here in my studio right beside me now. All of this leftover equipment is going to make great decoration more for this facility, for its themes. Check out the old workbench. I got no idea what that does. And these are old blueprints of the various buildings on this property and the equipment in the buildings. All of this stuff found there on location. Yeah, told you. Hoists everywhere. And a tool board. And look how big some of those tools are. And the hoses that would pull out the exhaust. From welding, he told us this was the welding shop at one time. And all the buildings had a big speaker on the wall in one corner. Nearly every building. And this was very interesting. This was the room where they actually pulled in the gas from the ground. And these instruments here would take a reading each time. And the water tower at the Helium plant, Helium Heights. And then down the road to the Big Texan. We'd never stayed in the Big Texan before. But man, were we pleasantly surprised. Great Western-themed room. The hospitality was fantastic. The lady at the front desk, over the top, friendly and nice and cool. And the room was awesome. Yeah, the bathroom, very nice. Great shower. Great shower, Big Texan, thank you. It was good. One of the best rooms we've stayed in. We stayed in some good ones. And then later on over to the Big Texan for the Texas Old Route 66 Association Motor Tour Banquet. And a great facility out behind the main dining area. And there's all the cruisers gathering up. And Mr. Bobby Lee, owner.
Route 66 is our birthplace. It put us here. We're so lucky to have Route 66 that brought the world to the Texas Panhandle 65 years ago. And you'll hear me say this a bunch today. This is our 65th year. Next year is the centennial celebration of Route 66. It's also our 66th year. Just plan that way. But tonight we're going to be...
Man, they took care of us. The meal over the top. Very nice. Very prime. Check it out. Big Texan Steak Ranch. I had the beef. Lisa had chicken. Yeah, back to the beef. And all the cruisers. What a great Texas Old Route 66 Association Motor Tour 2025. Next year is a big one. Thanks to everybody involved as we all get ready for the 100th anniversary. Hey, thanks for watching. We appreciate that. We'd love to have your subscription. And hey, do share this video with a friend and check out this other content. Thanks for watching.